All right, I guess we'll go ahead and get started here. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. Really appreciate taking the time out of your day to be with us here and learn about speed, accuracy, and efficiency, really our Oracle e-business solution. I'm Jay Ettinger, Regional Sales Manager for the Western region for RFgen Software. I also have Crystal Lynn. She's one of our ERP consultants, specifically on our Oracle team. What we wanted to do today is run you through a presentation. We have some interesting information on, extending Oracle with, a voice solution, extending Oracle with a high availability solution, and extending Oracle with a wireless warehouse type solution. So really the agenda is to let you know about why some customers move forward with data collection software, a little bit about our company, who we are as a company, and a little bit about the framework of our solution. And then we'll go in through each of those three topics I just mentioned, where the voice enabling the warehouse, 24/7 high availability operations, and then the wireless warehouse piece. And then throughout there, we'll talk a little bit about some real-world results. So some of the customers that are using RFgen today, so you can get a real feel for how these customers have taken this solution and really made it their own, and how it's really helped them out. And then at the end, we'll go through a Q&A period where if you have any questions on anything that's in here, please feel free to ask them at the end there. So I guess without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started here. So why data collection? Why mobile data collection? Well, there's really 8 major reasons why we find that most companies go to this type of solution. And it's really when you have a lot of demands put on your business, whether that comes from the demands of a growing business, whether that comes from government regulations, where you need to capture, the country of origin, or you need to, track product more efficiently, or apply to some rule, or where you have scalability if you acquire other businesses and you need to implement this type of solution there to create, efficiencies or accuracies in the data. Traceability, accuracy, scalability, and customer service, value from an IT perspective, something that you can take ownership of, and really manage and maintain, are also some of the reasons that customers are really looking for a mobile data collection piece, right? So this is a solution that can satisfy one of these requirements or really all of these requirements at the same time. It's really up to the customer how you choose to implement the solution, and in general, a mobile data collection solution can address any one of these 8 reasons why you would implement a solution. Just to give you an idea about who we are as a company, we are RFgen Software. RFgen is a division of Datamax Software Group. We've been around for about 26 years now. I believe 26 coming on in January. We have mobile solutions and voice solutions for every ERP system, whether it's a Tier 1 solution, a Tier 2 solution. You name it, we have a solution for it. For Oracle E-Business Suite, we have an Oracle validated solution for 11i as well as 12. We have a JDE solution, an SAP solution, Dynamics. Again, you name it, we have a solution for it. We do things here with a core group of people for every ERP system. So Crystal, who you're going to hear from in a minute here, she's part of our Oracle EBS team. So that team is all very senior level. They know Oracle e-business suite processes, and they know data collection. So that's where we try to focus. So we try and bring ERP specific knowledge as well as best practices for data collection. So built around a core senior level group of consultants. Our company is 100% focused on data collection. That's all we do. We're not ERP consultants. We specifically focus on the mobile piece of it, whether that's wireless warehouse or out in the field, a mobility solution. We have 2,600 plus installations of this software worldwide, and we do things through a partner network. So this truly is a global solution. It's installed in over 35 plus countries, and it really is a fantastic solution for mobile supply chain and warehouse automation. How we create these types of solutions is really based on the framework. So we have a back-end solution or an application that really connects to EBS in a validated or certified manner, and then it manages your mobile network. So everything from wireless barcode solution in the warehouse to a voice recognition or voice picking, voice put away, voice replenishments. to a total roaming solution out in the field over GPRS, 3G networks, offline solution. We have all those types of solutions, and we can run it on a Windows mobile platform, Windows CE. We can run it on an Android platform or even an iOS platform. So really you can take everything that's in your ERP system and you can extend that out into the field or make it mobile in some sort of sense with RFgen, and that's the way we based our framework. Some of the customers using RFgen, there's a lot of big name customers here. We have everything from mom and pop shops with just a couple users up to some of the largest customers in the world like Shell Oil, Hills Holdings. There's some very large ones on there. So really, RFgen is used by every one of these customers in some way, shape, or form for mobile data collection today. Just one thing I wanted to mention real quick is one of our strategic partners is Intermec. You've probably heard of them. They're one of the handheld device or barcoding scanner manufacturers. RFgen's a gold level partner with Intermec. We do a lot of work with Intermec. Most of our installations are these types of handhelds. They have a new refresh of their hardware that's out. If you haven't heard of it, we advise that you at least go take a look at it. Everything from printers, RFID, to the handhelds, the scanners, and they even, what we're going to talk about in a little bit, they actually just bought Vocollect. So they do own Vocollect, and we are a VSP, one of the few VSPs out there. I believe maybe even the only VSP out there that has a certified solution for Oracle E-Business Suite for Vocollect. So we advise that you take a look at Intermec. I'm going to turn it over to Crystal real quick, and she's going to talk a little bit about our, mobile foundation suite for Oracle E-Business. Crystal?
Okay, thank you, Jay. So you'll see here that Oracle has their open source applications, and this is basically tightly integrated with the Oracle E-Business Suite. And so what we do in RFgen is we've taken and referenced the open source applications, and we developed a set of transactions that are out of the box, and they've been pre-written and they've been pre-tested. And so we utilize open source applications to create these transactions as our set. And then the way RFgen is designed is that it can facilitate quick modifications, configurations to any business's needs. And we also support multiple data capture scenarios. So if you are needing a certain scenario to be utilized, we can totally do that. Moving on to the scenario of how everything is put together, you'll see that we have the devices, which is essentially how users are going to be on the floor in a warehouse. And this can be a device such as a wireless barcoding scenario, voice recognition, roaming, or mobility. We also support Windows mobile clients as well as the Android and iOS devices. These devices will talk to an RFgen server which is connected to Wi-Fi, and this RFgen is basically going to be installed on your server, and RFgen will connect to Oracle, your Oracle database, and it works hand in hand in the sense that RFgen will utilize the business logic integration, which basically calls the Oracle Open APIs. And these will be able to conduct your transactions and process data, and from that, the data integration aspect of things, Oracle can pull the business data, the configuration options, and the real-time data validation back into RFgen to relay to the devices on your users when they're using it in the warehouse. So from this slide, we see that we utilize the pre-built transaction sets alongside the mobile development studio. And those three screenshots that you see are basically what the user is going to see on their mobile devices or on their handhelds. This is just the flow of the way that we conduct the transactions in order to have them built. And these transactions have been certified and been pre-tested. A lot of the documentation has been written down so that if you do decide that you want to have certain transactions built or customized, we have these documentations for you to look at. We also build these transactions using the ADC best practices, and these are completely utilized either out of the box or you can customize them to your own needs. They don't have to be what we give you. You can completely customize these solutions. And the mobile studio you use hand in hand is by being able to change your transactions by dragging and dropping the visual environments. There are multiple fields that you can have, your text boxes, your charts, if you want signatures enabled. These changes can be utilized in the pre-built transactions, or you can also build completely new ones. And these are integrated with shop floor transaction systems as well. Here we see an Oracle screen. This is a PO receiving screen, and this is what you would see in your Oracle application system. And what we are essentially doing is we're tying it to RFgen. This is an actual RFgen screen that we have on a mobile device, and it's tying in all the data that you're pulling in from the Oracle applications in real time, and it should be able to pull in inventory, the accurate available on-hand quantity, and conduct the receiving all in real time on and handheld. So it's pretty quick and pretty easy to do. Just a quick recap is that all of this data is validated against the business data in Oracle. So if you're having errors, if you're prone to errors or miscalculations, all this data is validated in real time. And all these transactions are also being executed against the Oracle Open API. So all of this is going to be updated essentially within matters of seconds. And then here's just a brief list of how many transactions that we have. For out of the box, you'll see that we have our inventory transactions, our order management, purchasing, discrete, and processing. And these are just a flavor of what we have available for you pre-built. And if you want, you are more than welcome to develop other transactions as well as modifying existing ones to shape to what business needs that you may have or want.
All right, thank you, Crystal. Appreciate that for the overview of the framework there. I'm going to go into a little bit about the application side here. We'll talk a little bit about, voice enabling the warehouse, and then the offline piece, and then the wireless warehouse piece. So first we'll start with voice enabling your Oracle warehouse, and of course we're talking about using the Vocalex solution, who we're a VSP partner with. Let's talk a little bit about voice data collection. So with regular data collection, you get increased efficiency, right? So your employee productivity goes up, the accuracy of the data flowing into the ERP system goes up, maybe your training costs go down, things get a little bit easier. Well, when you implement voice picking or voice put away or receiving, when you automate that process to the next level, which is voice, you get extra benefits, right? So we've seen gains of productivity on top of scanning by 10 to 25+%, and then the accuracy is extremely accurate. Still at some customers even had 4 nines, so 99.9999% accurate, right? So, I mean, these types of benefits can be achieved with a voice solution. When you streamline those workflows and you implement voice, the people are not talking to each other. They're simply working. It's directed work, so that the system's making the most efficient path for the pick or path for the replenishment or put away that it possibly can. So you get a lot of benefits with voice data collection. So let's talk about what is voice-directed work. Well, really it is, it's a step-by-step task using voice data that prompts worker responses, right? So really what's going to happen, say I'm going to go do a pick, it's going to tell me to go to aisle 10, and when I go to aisle 10, I read a check digit that's displayed there so the system knows I'm there, because you don't want to be able to do your job from the break room. The system's got to know you're there. That's really where you get that increased accuracy. So I read the check digit, and then it tells me to pick 10. So I pick 10, and then it says, say ready when ready for the next pick. So I say ready, and then I'm on to the next pick right away. So the system is telling me exactly what to do, when to do it, and I'm verifying the whole time where I am and what I've picked. So as you can see, the efficiency could go up dramatically. The accuracy is still there, and it can even be improved. And really, this is a complete wireless solution. It's hands-free, eyes-free, and improves safety. Some people have safety requirements as well, and this this can be a tremendous benefit to that. You know, even if you have a noisy environment or industrial environment, this is really what that's made for. So there's windscreens, there's special headsets, everything was accounted for. So this type of solution really fits in a warehouse or manufacturing type environment. It was really designed with that in mind. So, you know, the main focus is really high-speed order selection or picking, but it can be used for receiving or put away, replenishment, all those things as well. So really, voice data collection is just another step beyond, you know, mobile data collection or barcode scanning, and something that can provide tremendous benefits. Some of the real-world results that we found through some of our customers, I mean, if they just did voice picking, you know, 20%, up to 20% improvement in productivity, you know, that 99.95% order accuracy or even higher, 50% reduction in training time. When you put on the device with the scanner, you'd have to go out and you'd have to train them maybe how to go through each particular transaction a couple times, and it may take them a while to get it. With voice, you really train your voice to the solution, and then the solution really does directed work, so it essentially tells them what to do. And it's pretty hard to really get away from what the system's trying to tell you to do. So the training time is dramatically improved with a voice picking type solution. So when you go to put away, replenishment, I mean, you can have, you know, again, the productivity improvements, replenishment rate improvements, how many pallets per hour can we pick or put away, you know, reduced training time, and $30,000 a year in capital equipment is what one of our customers saved by using this type of solution, right? So voice-enabled results can really provide you with a tremendous benefit, and these are just some of them here today. One of the customers I want to talk about that uses RFgen and Vocollect is Golden State Foods. Golden State Foods is the primary distributor for McDonald's in North America. So they have 3,000 plus employees over, I believe, 3 distribution centers. They do about $3 billion a year in revenue, and they do not manufacture the food for McDonald's, right? So they get it from different vendors, and then it comes into these distribution centers, and then they ship it out to over 20,000 quick service eateries in North America. So if you can imagine, there's a cost to purchasing the food, and then they're selling it to the various quick service eateries, right? So they have very slim margins, so they have to be as accurate and as efficient as they possibly can. So they wanted a barcode solution, you know, barcoding solution that would help them do certain activities, but most of their activities was picking. So they wanted a solution that allowed them to do some scanning as well as some picking, voice automated picking. So they chose RFgen. And really, RFgen was able to get them an increase of over 30% in employee productivity. And if you can imagine, for 3,000 employees doing $3 billion a year in business, that's a huge bump to their bottom line just by implementing this one solution. So, you know, we virtually eliminated paperwork in the distribution center, made everything automated, including the voice solution, and they were able to get a very, very quick return on investment with this type of Vocollect solution. Talk a little bit about 24/7 operations, or what we call high availability. So there's a few ways that you can do an offline type solution. So the first one we're talking about here is real time, where you have a handheld, it's going over the Wi-Fi or a wireless connection, and it's talking to the RFgen server, which then is relaying and validating information against Oracle. That's a real-time solution. We also have an off-network solution, meaning you have the handheld here, but there's no connection via Wi-Fi or cellular back to the RFgen server, which is next to Oracle. So we can run this in an offline mode. We can batch it up at the end of the day or periodically, or when you come back into cellular range or Wi-Fi range or hotspot or something like that. So we have off-network or batch-type capabilities. But one thing that's unique for that RFgen offers in the Oracle space is the high availability solution, meaning you still have connectivity, whether it's cellular connectivity or connectivity over the Wi-Fi, back to the RFgen server. This could be on a local level, it could be on a regional level, but say the information gateway back to Oracle gets cut. Maybe Oracle's down 4 hours a week for a backup, or maybe it's unexpectedly down. Someone, you know, was doing construction, hit a wire. Oracle goes down to the remote sites. Well, some of our customers, said we're 24/7 manufacturing customers, and we can't afford, even when we're down, 4 or 5 hours a week for backups, we can't afford to be down. Time is money. So we created this solution really as a high availability solution. It allows you to be fully offline from Oracle and still keep the shop floor, manufacturing floor, inventory management running. And what we do is we provide a local level. So we have a high availability solution. So you have a remote site, right? So you have an RFgen server. Everyone continues to do their work. We keep a replicated set of data there. That data keeps a local inventory level. So everything here is currently up to date. Everything's real time, up to date. And then when it goes back over the server, everything refreshes against the main central IT RFgen server, and then everything updates against Oracle. The update is refreshed, and then those local records drop off, and everything again has become updated real time. So this is a type of solution that can keep you up and running, whether you have remote offshore locations, you have poor occasional connectivity between those remote sites and central IT, on those nightly or weekly backups. It really can provide you 100% transaction visibility and keep those operations up and running. This is one of our main solutions in the Oracle space. A lot of manufacturing customers have chosen RFgen specifically because of this type of high availability solution. One of them is actually Shell Oil. Shell uses RFgen. I'm sure you've heard of Shell Oil, but Royal Dutch Shell uses RFgen on all their offshore oil platforms. So those oil platforms have limited or no connectivity back to central IT. So Shell ships them items from their land-based warehouses. They're able to receive those items using RFgen on the platforms. They're able to issue them on the platforms and really track inventory, with the RFgen solution. And when they do get a satellite feed, they're able to update that information periodically back to central SAP and keep everything running and keep everything up to date. So that's one of the solutions that uses, RFgen's high availability mode. Let's talk a little bit about, the mobile or wireless solution. Really what RFgen can do is we focus on the wireless warehouse, but we also have a true mobile solution. So one of the things that a couple of Oracle customers came to us and said is, really there's no cellular connectivity with automatic VPN establishment. We were looking for that. So one of the customers we worked with, they said, if you can do that, no one else has been able to provide that for us. So we worked on the solution for them. We're able to create this solution, and now we're offering it for other customers. So really that automatic VPN establishment allows us to get data directly into Oracle, get data from Oracle over the cellular GPRS, 3G, 4G networks. We can do solutions like vendor-managed inventory, product returns, dropship, proof of delivery, sales, direct store delivery. Those type of mobile solutions are all available to any customer using RFgen against Oracle E-Business Suite. Expanding upon that, as I mentioned, the total offline batch type solution or the cellular connected solution, you can do solutions that we have in the open source for fixed assets, direct store delivery with signature capture. We've all seen the UPS guy. You sign for the signature, you get your package, and then off he goes. Well, we can capture those in RFgen as well. We can do Salesforce automation, field service, round accounting, and then the offline solution for yards where we have it's hard to put access points to cover that large amount of area, or in a freezer where maybe your devices aren't cold storage rated, or there's no Wi-Fi access. So really with RFgen, you can have any type of mobility solution you can possibly think of, whether it's online, offline, cellular connectivity, batch. It's all there available at your fingertips using RFgen. One of the case studies we want to talk about here is Newell Rubbermaid. Newell uses RFgen throughout Asia Pacific. They have a direct store delivery sort of network where they have 700 plus trucks that deliver their Rubbermaid, Sharpie, and kitchenware products to various suppliers and retailers. And they're all using RFgen on a mobile device. They're all using RFgen on a GPRS 3G type connection, and that data allows them to do roaming mobile coverage throughout China. So even all throughout the world, this is a global solution, and these guys are using RFgen today on a true offline or online mobile solution. Last but not least, the wireless warehouse. This is our specialty. Really, this is where RFgen started. 25 years ago, we started automating the warehouse for inventory management, and then we moved to receiving inbound, and then as well as outbound, so pick, pack, ship, time and attendance, or back office operations. We have a solution for just about all of this. RFgen, the majority of RFgen customers are using them in the warehouse. So really, we have a pre-built transaction set that's available today for numerous transactions that would help you automate the warehouse and create some efficiencies, increase employee productivity, and help the accuracy of that data flowing into EBS be as high as it can possibly be. One of the case studies I want to talk about for warehouse automation is Golden State Foods, or it's now Simmons Pet Foods. They were bought by Simmons Company. I don't know if you heard, a couple years ago there was a pet food retailer who implemented imported some melamine from China and used that as part of their in their manufacturing operations to create pet food. Well, that was Menu Foods, and unfortunately that bad melamine shipment really killed a few people's beloved pets. So they had no way to track, the lot to the store shelf, and they basically had to pull all of their product off all the store shelves worldwide. It was a tremendous, it was a huge undertaking to really get all that product back, and almost put them out of business. So they came to us and said, well, we need a solution that's going to, provide real-time visibility for all of our supply chain operations. And we need something that's going to, improve efficiencies. And if we need a recall, we need to take that. We need to find exactly what stores it was sent to and what shelf it's on, and we wanted to be able to pick out that exact product. So with RFgen, we're able to do that. So now we've done everything from their inbound processing to their outbound processing to their manufacturing operations is done with RFgen, and really improved their overall operational efficiencies. We're doing a solution with the license plating, where they're transferring between warehouses, between businesses. They actually have a Simmons chicken, and the byproduct from the chicken manufacturing plant goes to the pet food manufacturing plant. So we're able to streamline their warehouse operations and really their entire supply chain. So it's just one example of one of our premier customers there in Menu Foods. I think we really covered speed, accuracy, and efficiency. Specifically, we have a mobile solution for EBS, a wireless warehouse solution, high availability solution, and again, we partner with the premier voice solution on the market today, which is Vocalec. We told you a little bit about our company and a little bit about the framework of RFgen. Are there really any questions you guys may have today? Any questions at all? Okay, well, if you guys do have any questions at all, please feel free to contact us there at 916-939-4065, and somebody will be able to help you out. If not, maybe send an email to sales@rfgen.com, and we'll respond to you as soon as we possibly can. So thank you very much. Have a great day.